God. Yo, we almost forgot to mention. Okay, y'all. It's time to get serious. Hello, YouTube. Hey, y'all. For those who don't know me and who didn't come from my Instagram, my name is Kota or Kota. I am the owner of Fitt by Kota, and I am a certified personal trainer. I am here today because I want to give y'all an introduction to me, some background, and also get down to the deep shit and just share my testimonial and my story with y'all. And I just want to talk. I truly don't know where to start with this. So let's just start with, hi, nice to meet you. I am Kota. I am from Ohio originally, but I moved down to Florida 5 years ago in 2020 to go to college at UCF. I actually majored in entertainment management, and I was working in entertainment management and did start a career in that field. I worked in tours, which I absolutely love touring, and I also worked some merchandise at events. And then I ended up getting into the influencer marketing industry and whatnot. And somewhere along the way, I just realized this wasn't what I was passionate for. This isn't what got me up in the morning and what I wanted to do. Initially, I wanted to pursue a degree in entertainment because I loved events growing up. I would go to concerts, and this is where I met so many friends and made so many connections and relationships. Concerts for me were really a safe haven. Music was such an escape, and live music I loved it. And I had all these Twitter friends, and I would go to these concerts with them, and it was my happy place. And I remember going to Playlist Live, and I fell in love with the event, and I just wanted to do something. Like, I knew how happy it made me, and I could see how happy it made others, and I knew what things like that meant for other people as well from talking to them. And I just wanted to be a part of that. Like, I didn't care what I did, I just wanted to have some part in putting on the event. And I guess somewhere along the way, like, that passion for helping others and bringing that happiness moved over to the passion of helping others in fitness and health and finding themselves and falling in love with themselves and getting stronger and getting that confident and seeing the results that they finally want. And my soul burns for what I do in my business, and helping people reach their fitness goals and knowing the change I can make for others, that's what gets me up in the morning. I absolutely love what I do, and I can't wait to grow and just share my story with others and share other stories with others and share their results and show people what we're capable of and what our bodies are capable of. I was overweight when I was younger. I always struggled with weight issues. I always struggled with my body. I never liked my body. I was always very unhappy with it. I was really never confident. I always struggled with boys. Relationships were never a priority for me, but whenever I liked a boy, my looks seemed to always be an issue. Like, my weight always seemed to be an issue, which isn't right. But at the time, I was young, and it got to me really bad. But I went through a lot of different things growing up, and just a bunch of different factors that did make it harder for me to lose weight. And one of them being my thyroid issue. This was something that went undetected for a while, I believe. I came to my doctor about it, and I asked her if we could test my thyroid. And she got kind of upset with me and asked me why we would do that. And I started listing out symptoms that I was having. And she was like, oh, let's run some tests. And we did, and I did have a thyroid issue, and actually the medicine I was being treated with I started having really bad side effects on, and I was gaining so much weight. And I actually ended up hitting my heaviest weight of 270 at the time. And that's right about when I moved down to Florida, which was in 2020. And I switched to a doctor down here. She was running tests, and she asked me what thyroid medicine I was on. And she was like, you should not be on that. Like, the dosage was way too high for what my body should have been on. So my doctor down here got me on the right medication and got my thyroid under control. My thyroid is actually regulated now. I am not on any type of medication. So we got that under control, and that was in 2020, 2021. And at that time too, I was making amazing friends. I moved down to Florida not knowing anybody, but I made amazing friends that were active and that had an active lifestyle. And I was like, hell yes, let's do this. And I ended up living with my friend and her parents for a while. And I'm going to insert a TikTok here. But we would wake up each other every morning, and we would both go jog or walk or run. We wouldn't together. We would just get up, go separate ways. And there was a clubhouse in the community, so we would meet there afterwards and lift weights. But that really kickstarted my fitness journey, I think, and what made me get really consistent. But honestly, I was just consistent with my workouts. My nutrition wasn't honed in at all. I was not watching my macros or my calories. I definitely was not in a calorie deficit. I was eating way too many carbs still. Not that you can't have carbs, because you can still eat carbs, but there is a thing as too much when you're trying to lose weight, and it was too much. But we were finally getting somewhere, and I was finally becoming a little bit happier with my body. I did suffer with anxiety and depression growing up, and the gym was starting to help me very much mentally as much as it was physically. And then September 2021, I was in a really bad car accident. I was coming home from a gig that I was working, and I was rear-ended. And the person hit me going at least 70 miles per hour. I ended up hitting the car in front of me, and then I ended up in the wires in the median of the highway. I was transported to the hospital. I had a concussion. I have herniations in my neck. I have herniations in my lower back. I do have arthritis in my lower back as well. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen me talk about my migraines, and my migraines are stemmed from my car accident, from my neck pain. I honestly just thank God that I'm alive and I survived what I did. But after my car wreck, I got really depressed. Like, because of my concussion, I was out of work, I was out of school. I worked remotely at the time, so I couldn't work because I wasn't allowed any screens. I was in so much pain constantly. And truthfully, I'm still in pain to this day. Like, it's definitely nowhere as bad as it was, but there's always a constant ache in my neck and my back. And I did end up having an RFA in my neck, which was a radio frequency ablation, where they burnt the nerves off in my neck. It did help a little bit, but you're supposed to get them routinely, and I don't believe it helped enough for me to get them routinely. I do see a massage therapist, and he helps me so much. I would love to start seeing a chiropractor again. After my car wreck, I started gaining a lot of weight back. Like, I did lose some weight, and I honestly don't remember the exact numbers to give y'all, but I lost some weight, but then I was gaining it back after my car wreck. And as soon as I could get back in the gym, I started. So I started back in May of 2022. And when I started back, I just started back with some light cardio. Like, I would just walk on the treadmill or do the Stairmaster. And I did do physical therapy for I think only one session after my car wreck, because the way she was having me bend my neck was way too much. It was way too painful. So I ended up not going back, and I also just had such bad anxiety around driving. But when I got back in the gym, I was doing the exercises they wanted me to. I also did a lot of research on my end from my neck and my back. And I slowly started weight training, and I started with legs because anything upper body did irritate me a lot. And when I started to do upper body, I did really, really light weights. And I just started training really softly and really safely for myself. Then the start of 2023, I ended up in the ER. I ended up not being able to keep food in my body for almost over 2 weeks. Anything I would put in my body would come right back up. And I went to the doctor, and they were like, no gluten, no dairy. And turns out I had a gluten intolerance. And truthfully, I think I've had the gluten intolerance since high school, because I would honestly always feel bloated after meals, and I would always feel nauseous in the mornings. I would feel nauseous after I ate. And at a certain point, I just thought this was a normal feeling. I didn't realize you weren't supposed to feel that way after eating every meal. And so turns out I was suffering a gluten intolerance on top of everything. And once I cut gluten out, I dropped a lot of weight, and it did play a big part in my weight loss journey. I did mention that my heaviest weight was in the 270s. I did end up hitting my lowest weight of 175, which is fucking crazy. Like, I did that, y'all. And I am so proud of myself. I'm gonna insert my transformation pictures right here now. And then in 2023 as well, I ended up moving back to Ohio for a while. And I started seeing a physical therapist there. And I love Andy. He was amazing. When I started physical therapy with Andy, at this point, it was just about changing the psychological part of my pain. Andy and I would work on different exercises when I would come into my sessions as well. And he told me that the way that I utilized my body and utilized my body in the gym saved my back and saved me from a lot of surgeries, because how I healed and strengthened my back and my body. And that was mind-blowing to me. Like, I couldn't believe that. And I am so thankful that I did my research. And I was just so proud of myself. And I was like, okay, but if I helped myself, I can help others as well. And I did have a personal trainer before my car wreck, and he did help point me into the right direction with a lot of things. I was really consistent in the gym at this point. Like, the gym became my safe space. It was my safe haven. I could go there and I was strong. I was with myself. I was me. The gym helped. Like, the body that it gave me, I am so thankful for that, the work that I put in. But the mentality that came with it, and like the way that my mental changed, is far worth more than anything else. It definitely helped with my depression. Like, I could go to the gym and my whole mood would be instantly changed. And that's how I start my days. Like, I love starting my days by going to the gym. I love getting my body moving. It's one of my favorite things to do. I love going and doing it. Some days I really don't want to do it, but by the time that I am done, I am so glad that I did. As I mentioned, at the same time, I was working in the entertainment industry, but I was falling so in love with fitness and wellness. I couldn't believe that I healed myself and just the transformation that I brought for myself. And I just wanted to help others. I fell in love with learning everything that I could about fitness and knowing what I've been through. My car wreck, I've had injuries, I've had a gluten intolerance, I've had a dairy intolerance, where I've had to cut those out of my diet. I have anxiety, I had depression. Like, I know what it's like to go into a gym and be anxious to start at a gym. I know what it's like to be scared to start at a gym. I know what it's like to put on your clothes and hate them. I know what it's like to not feel worthy or lovable because of how you look. I know what it's like to look in the mirror and hate what you see. And it doesn't have to be like that. You have control. You have complete control of this, and I want to help. It took me a while. I'm not saying that you're going to lose 80 plus pounds in 90 days with my program, but you will start living a healthier lifestyle, and you will lose fat, and you will see the results that you want to see. When I first started my fitness journey, I was so inconsistent. I didn't know what to do. There was so much different shit out there, and it was a lot of trial and error for me, and I finally found what worked. And then last year in 2024, I ended up quitting my job, and this was terrifying to me because this was my career. This is what I got my degree in. This is what I've known. And it wasn't what got me up in the morning, and I wanted something else, and I wanted to help people. I didn't feel like I had a purpose doing what I was doing, and I wanted to have a purpose. And all I wanted to do was get my certified personal training license in this process. Like, I was becoming so passionate about fitness, and with this company, I was having meetings with different sports teams and sports companies, and it was just making me so excited about just sports, fitness, and health, and I just wanted to know all that I could. So I quit, and I enrolled in certified personal training courses. I ended up finishing that in July of 2024. I got my specialty also in bodybuilding. I have my specialty in strength and conditioning, and I also have a specialty in nutrition. I was weighing my options and just really looking into different things about being a personal trainer in the gym or starting my own business. And when I first got into this, like, starting my business was the end goal. It wasn't something that I thought I was going to start right out with until I started talking to personal trainers and getting advice and just doing my research. And thus, Fitt by Kota was born. I launched somewhere around the holidays in between November and December. And year to date, I do have 5 clients. Brittany, my amazing client, I'll insert her transformation right here because she fucking killed it, and I am so proud of her. She finished the program a week and a half ago, so I do currently have 4 clients. I did just sign on a client who is starting in June, and I do have someone that's starting in May. And I am just so excited. My passion with the entertainment industry to help people really grew into my passion to help people with fitness. I've been through so much. I've got the knowledge. I've had the experience. And now I just want to help others get to the point that I've gotten to. Like, I want to help you reach your goals. I want you to be toned. I want you to be happy in your body. I want you to be in love with yourself. I want you to be confident. And I want to help you get there. I want to be part of that journey. And that's part of the reason why I'm sharing my journey with y'all, because I want you to get to know me on another level. And fitness this isn't just a silly dilly career for me. Like, this is a very much passion project career. This is what gets me up in the morning. Like, being able to help y'all and possibly change y'all's lives and how you view yourselves starts a fire in me like you have no idea. And this is why I get up in the morning. This is what drives me. Like, I can't wait to see where I go with my company. I can't wait to see how many women that I help, how many people that I help. My niche is fat loss with women just because that is what my experience is in. But as you could see with Brittany's transformation, we did bodybuilding and muscle tone. So I can very much do that. And honestly, I want to help as many people as I can. So I will help anyone. Like, I'm your girl. Like, you need support, come to me. You have a question in the middle of the day, I'm your girl. You want a grocery list? I'm your girl. I have different freebies and I have different PDFs. You ask me for something and I don't have it, give me an hour. I will make up a downloadable PDF that's easy to read and that's pretty to look at. Like, I want to set y'all up for the best tools possible and get you where you want to be. I'm not saying you're going to lose 80 pounds in 3 months. That's just not realistic. But saying that, I did have a client lose 6 pounds the first 2 weeks of the program. So I know what I'm capable of. I know what y'all are capable of. And I will hold you accountable and get you to see those results that you want to see. Thank y'all for listening. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below if you're currently on a fitness journey, if you've had your own fitness journey, or if you have any questions. I am happy to answer any questions about myself or about fitness or about your fitness. Like, let's get this conversation going. Let's build a community, y'all. I do have a Facebook community page called Fitt Club by Kota that is also going live today. You can find the link to that down below. I want to just build an army. Like, let's build a little community. We'll support each other. There'll be accountability. I will answer your questions. Go follow my Instagram at Kota Young. My DMs are open. I do check my message requests. So if you have any personal questions that you don't want to ask below in the comments or anything you want to share that you don't want to share below, just DM me and let's chat. I love chatting with y'all. It's my favorite part. I want to help you grow and get these results that you want to see. So let's chat. Let's get you where you want to be. Thank y'all so much for listening. I cannot wait to see where we go with this, how many lives I can change, and I also have big fitness goals for in the future that I cannot wait to share with y'all, and I can't wait to take y'all on this journey with me and hopefully be included on your fitness journey as well. So thank y'all. Oh my god, y'all, I almost forgot. I have a vlog channel. Go check it out. If you want to get to know me outside of fitness, this is the perfect space to, and this is the exact reason why I created it. As fitness is a huge part of my life, I also want to give you guys an inside look and get to know me outside of that space. Get to know me as with my friends, with my dog, and also a little bit of my hometown. If you're curious, go check it out. Like, comment, and subscribe. I will be posting on there videos on my journey. I did just move from Orlando to St. Pete, so there will be a vlog coming out soon on that. So stay tuned, and I can't wait to see y'all in the next video.